What's good, YouTube? Back with another video. In today's video, I'm going to recap a trade that I took this morning in my stocks account and just wanted to talk a little bit about market structure. For those individuals who are looking to become a successful day trader, you're looking to become a successful investor, market structure should be at the forefront of your trading plan. Relevant to stocks, relevant to futures trading. So let's just talk about the trade now. This is again a recap. I was in some trades this morning, I think 10:30 something, and was out at like 10:40 something. And so I'm just gonna play some of the clips because I eventually went to the gym, went and ate lunch, things like that. And so now it's 2:33 my time. So we're able to see some of the recap. So we'll go through that. You know, I'll kind of just break everything down, starting with these clips. But as you can see right here, I'm looking at the market. This box here, this yellow box, is pre-market high, pre-market low. We took out London pre-market high, and they also took out the previous day high. And what I noticed is, if you can see, we have this trend here on the pre-market where price is going up, but it is very sloppy. All of those wickless candles, there's a lot of gaps. When we started to shift here, I noticed that we actually temporarily, because this is the 5-minute chart, are having a change of structure. Now, overall, you would look at this and think that we're bullish. But again, a lot of people are too focused, and that's why I say market structure. They're only focused on the temporary 5-minute chart, a 3-minute chart, a 1-minute chart. For a lot of people, they're not even looking left. So I'm noticing, even if we want to just go off of the 5-minute chart, knowing that we took out some of those orders from the London pre-market session and then even previous day, I'm seeing a pattern here. It is a bear flag, which simply means it is a likelihood that we could come down. And you see me creating this trend here. A market cycle, it typically moves in twos, or again, in this instance, a bear flag for an expected move on that first leg and then copy it. And when we had this push up with the green candles, that is typically your expected move down. So I went ahead and started recording this in real time. At this point, I am in the trade. I am in this trade, and I'm gonna have this on screen to just kind of show. I'm not gonna worry about trying to match it to the T, but I will have that recording of the trade, you know, in play. And again, I'm just noticing that, yeah, this is gonna be a potential shift. And so when it comes down to your job as a day trader, your job as an investor, no matter, again, strategy that you have within the market, whether that's stocks, whether that's futures, you have to become familiar with what moves the markets. If you're not really familiar with candle theory, market structure, liquidity levels, like these key areas where there are orders on the chart, a lot of people got messed up, you know, in this price action here. To the T, I'm gonna actually start to skip through here and just try to see a little bit more of kind of what things were looking like, because as you can see here on the left, that also is an area of support. So support just means, again, when we reach that level, if you see all of these consolidated candles in a row, it means the price was building up to make a move, whether that was to the down or to the up. But also on the 15-minute chart, because I did click over onto the 15-minute chart, it briefly had a reaction there because it was a demand zone. So I've said this before, whether it is supply and demand, support and resistance, people use trend lines. Again, like myself, I tend to go off of price action, market structure, these big key areas, key levels on the chart where typically, more often than not, the market is going to have some sort of a reaction off of it. It is our job, no matter the strategy, no matter even if you're using EMAs. I have EMAs on the chart, the 14, 50, and 200. But it is our job to identify where we may have reactions on the chart and then capture a piece of the pie. Get on the train for a portion of the ride. Sometimes you get to go the full distance, meaning that I caught a trade at a phenomenal level and price just runs. If you know, you know. Letting this play out, we hit this trade, guys. I didn't stay in this trade this entire move, but at this point, I'm even getting ready to go to the gym. I left things to record because, as you could see previously, I identified the structure shift. And so this was my thought process. At bare minimum, we should get down here. But if you know market structure and draws of liquidity where they are going to want to take out orders, fill orders, and potentially start to shift the market in whatever direction for more orders, you would realize, like I mentioned, we took out pre-market high, we took out a previous day high, and just seeing this shift in the market, even with candle theory, just seeing, you know, how the downturn started, a bear flag formed, but look how big some of those candles are in comparison to most of the candles in the pre-market session. That was an indicator for me. Your supply and demand strategy, support and resistance. Some people use the Fibonacci. Some people use, again, EMA. Some people use break and retest of key levels. Some people use breakouts. Some people use bear flags, bull flags. All of these things are a vehicle that can potentially allow you to get on board, get to the destination on the chart that you feel price may get to. We hit this level, but entirely throughout this duration, even the earlier aspect, just understanding market structure, my mentality was that we're likely coming down to the pre-market low. I'm gonna go ahead and actually put this up here on screen because that's exactly what happened. My time is currently 2:45 and this is in real time. But it pushed up, which again, didn't matter to me. I'm already out of the trade by this time. Pushed up for this pullback and then pushed down just to consolidate around this level. But eventually, look, we did break that London pre-market low just to take some of those orders. That's all. And some more consolidation. So this was, in my opinion, the best price action overall move, especially from that top. It's about risk to reward. And then in this level, not to say you can't make money, but most people get, as you call it, chopped. Literally, the price is just consolidating. It is just moving side to side. Can you make money in these levels? Absolutely, because that is why the price is moving. The bigger moves happen in that first half of the day, first couple of hours, 9:30 to 10:30, maybe even towards 11:30. And look here, when we finally did get to that level, it's about 11:30. And then nothing but side consolidated price action. So I say all this to say, I think it is very critical for you to really take it serious if you're looking to learn a life skill that can change your lives, the trajectory of your life, your family's lives, the individuals around you, for whatever goals, whatever purpose you have in life. You have to take it serious. And we got a lot coming. You know, we're going to start breaking down the psychology of trading, whether it's, you know, in your own personal account, whether it's in a live account. I mean, so many people are too focused on the wrong things. Psychology, your mental, your mindset is very important. That is where it all starts. And then I think next to that is understanding what truly moves the markets, understanding candle theories, because ask yourself, do you really understand what these wicks mean? See a big push here to the upside, and then all of a sudden the candle closes. That means sellers are stepping in. We had some consolidation. They pushed on up. Stop losses are being activated. We took out this level because a lot of people started shorting here because they probably saw that. But again, we hadn't cleared the liquidity level from the top of this level when New York session actually opened up. You know, so they did that. They went in and took out some of those orders. And then even on this previous day, high here, filled some more orders that were here. The professionals, I'm telling you right now, they have orders at great places, great levels on the chart. They're not sitting here day trading and waiting for price to get there and then they click buy. Their orders are already there. That being said, that wraps it up for this video. If you haven't already, make sure you like the video. If you're not currently subscribed, do so. Much more to come. Yo, also, do me a favor, hype the video up. Hype the video up. You know, let's get this out to more people. Let's get this these likes up. Let's get some engagement in the comment section. More to come. As always, level up your mind, level up your trading, and more importantly, level up your life. Peace.